Give me Exodus 4:22. And how in the hell did you try to take this Bible and use it for everybody? You stupid as hell. You dumb as hell. This Bible is what's going to condemn you, because this is the book of the Israelites. You should have destroyed this book, you dumb so-called white people. Instead of going around and trying to use the Bible is the book that's going to destroy your world.
Excuse me, everyone, I have a brief announcement to make. Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government is lying about 9/11. Thank you for your time, and good night.
No! That can't be true!
Shalom, Ak. Shalom, Ak. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakathah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakathum. Khan.
No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they folk, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the dough, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that troll, locked up, they're buried in a hole. Ain't wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop our glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow.
Hey, who shall be smalls? If we don't get them, they gon' get us all. And I'll be damned if I just sit back while my people fall. There is no contestant when we all in this together, so let's come together now so we can end this shit forever. I don't wanna go to school, I'd rather read up on my enemies and study all the methods used to kill my people mentally. Sex, money, and drugs is destroying our identity, and this ain't nothing new. This shit been going on for centuries. Instead of fighting for rights, we should have been fighting for our land. Now we fighting for the man. They'll go right into their plan. And I'm sick of this. It's ridiculous how the government is such hypocrites. They make the laws, then break the laws. How serious should I take the laws? My blood, homie, I'll take a loss. This family first, worst come to worst, and I die for mine. Me and my niggas, we charged up like alkaline. We strapped up like Caliban. When it's wartime, I'm on the front line. Facts life, I'm acting like I was born again. It's the afterlife.
No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they folk, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the dough, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that troll, locked up, they're buried in a hole. Ain't wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop our glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Check it, get your life right, cause this the last call. Christ coming back and he's gonna judge us all. It can happen while you shopping, walk around the mall. Where you from, where you at, Babylon will fall. Lose your head by the sword or obey his laws. You hear them drum beats? We in the midst of war, but it's a holy one. I speak the holy tongue. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakathum. I got the most high power, I ain't need a gun. I'll be out here reppin' till his kingdom come. His bread's for the children, you can't get a crumb. Yeah, they hear me, they ain't feeling where I'm coming from. But la-di-da-di, fuck everybody from the Catholic Church to Illuminati. Christ coming back, now the Anunnaki trying to warn the people, but they tried to knock me. What you thought that I wasn't gonna throw my voice in? Fuck all of y'all, white Jesus poison. No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they folk, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the dough, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that troll, locked up, they're buried in a hole. Ain't wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop our glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. No one knows because they tried to keep it on the low from all my folks because they folk, so I'ma kill them with the flow. Blinded by the dough, we can't see clearly through the smoke. They'd rather see us on that troll, locked up, they're buried in a hole. Ain't wanna see us grow because they can't go toe to toe, but I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow. Try to stop our glow, but they cannot achieve their goal, so I can feel it in my soul. They gon' be reaping what they sow.
You're having that dream where you made the white people riot, weren't you?
But I was telling the truth.
How many times have I told you, you better not even dream the truth? You understand me? Shoot. Making white people riot. You better learn how to lie like me. I'm gonna find me a white man and lie to him right now.
No sweat. No sweat. That's light work. No sweat. I got a bunch of soldiers I can go get. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you hoes yet. No sweat. No sweat. They try still be running through they whole set. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you hoes yet. I ain't top 40 or nothing, but I can do that. To make a single is no biggie, not even 2-pack. My tracks beat so hard, leave a nigga blue-black. And when it flood, had them young bloods like how you do that. I'm old school, straight out the city like I'm a new jack. And I was raised in these streets, now where was you at? See, I'm the type of boss that walk in like where the loot at. And you the type of sucker that real niggas will shoot at. Enough about me and you, cause we know what the difference is. Y'all talk too much, like compound sentences. I'm about to murk this beat, hope I don't leave no witnesses. When we slide through, it's real niggas on the premises. You think you done seen it all, but this is just the genesis. Say you wanna run it, you better lace up your tennises. Ain't about how you begin it, nigga, it's how you finish it. We put in that work, and now it's time to reap the benefits. That's light work. No sweat. I got a bunch of soldiers I can go get. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you hoes yet. No sweat. No sweat. They try still be running through they whole set. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you hoes yet. My job is being the man, I'm still doing it. Now watch me eat these beats alive, not even chewing it. Gave these young niggas the game and then they ruined it. You might as well sit your ass down until I'm through with it. I remember beatboxing and freestyling with Super Jit. That nigga caught 15 years over some stupid shit. We used to dream about this rap thing becoming lucrative, but now my whole aim has changed. I'm chasing rulership. My dogs came to bring the pain, but we not Wu-Tang. We walk in, we shut shit down. That's how we do things. These rap niggas lie. We come to give you that true game. And all my rhymes based on a true story like 2 Chainz. Hotter than blue flames. We ain't cooling down though. Headed to the top. We started off at the ground floor. Y'all niggas brown nose like y'all on the down low. Game over. What you clowns still hanging around for? That's light work. No sweat. I got a bunch of soldiers I can go get. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you hoes yet. No sweat. No sweat. They try still be running through they whole set. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you hoes yet. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat.
Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbath. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, aka Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom. Shalom.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one west.
Okay.
If you're looking for me, you can find me with a real stick. We be outside getting active like it's field day. They say I'm the best, that ain't really what my bills say. I'ma keep turning up on rappers till it kills me. When I'm dead and gone, play this song at my funeral. That'll make it beautiful. Gon' bring the shooters through. 144 top 3 and REI come. Coming with that 88 Maverick, that's my top gun. Flyer than the pilot, you be quiet when your ops come. Then you talking loud, getting proud when the cops come. Homie, I will not run. I ain't got the stamina. I just zoom in, scope lens like a camera. Pop that. I ain't talking bottles, talking hollows, pistol compact. Boots, gloves, goggles, and we ready for that combat. Make you hit the floor like you searching for your contact. I'm you rapper's father, and I wonder where your mom at. You know what they all say, sprinkle them with hate. Now I'm feeling like I'm sorbet. Fake leather seats, it ain't butter, but it's parquet. Watching them bees smoke the nets at the Barclay. Hey. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets. Them niggas from the streets. I'm praying all the time.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one west.
State your name, rank, and registry.
Trooper Lahab Karash, Banya Hawada, Banya Sharala.
Trooper Lahab Karash, Banya Hawada, Banya Sharala.
Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barakatah.
Yahweh Bashim Shabakatah.
Sharala.
All right. Everybody stand, face the east. Get your prayers in. It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Molakuka. Tabaha. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Barataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Latayano. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalagno. Kawawabano. Kazalagno. Kawawabno. Wala'a. Tabiyanawa. Manasi Yawan, Abba, Habashanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Wataparat, Lawalum, Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever so be it.
It's the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Baba Kushah. Nathaniel Nawab. Hakat. Lapa'ah. Kamaka'ala. Wakamadawah. Hakat. Latahor. Hatazarayim. Hakat. La'akwiyum. Amatyum. Hakat. Arakawath. Hatama'ala. Lagarshim. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Tawala. Aman.
Prayer to the power in the English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. It's the blessings in the Hebrew. Barak. Atah. Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Makyayala. Wa Ha'aliyum. Matazaba'ah. Alawat. Yahana. Ha'wapiyum. Hasaranyum. Hakwatazayanyum. Hakayayalyum. Wa Ha'wakwatian. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Tawada. Aman.
Blessings in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And
Michael.
And
the angels. Commanding General Yohanan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. All. Haryam. Ma'yan. Yaba'ah. Azariah. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Ashah. Shamayam. Waratazah. Ayatan. Lamawat. Regalka. Yanawam. Shamarka. Hanah. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Ayad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makarad. Yashamar. Atnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'aka. Wabawa'aka. Mata. Wa'ad. Awalam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold.
He
that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Alta Mayalaka. Alta Karash. Wa Alta Shakwat. All. Haya Salaki. Kayahana. Awiyab Yaka. Yahama Yawan. Wamanashiyaka. Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Alamaka, Yariyamwa, Sawad, Wayatatazawa, Altazabanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Banakiyadam, Magalia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shamyasha Allah, Awad, Kaya, Nawatazawa, Lab, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Bayath, Yakarath, Salaki, Yakarathwa. I lost my place. Ahalia, Adawam, Wayashamaliyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Palashath, Meshabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawad, Amam, Hayawad, Zarwad, Labanyanawat, Salah, Shalaham, Kamayan, Kasarasarab, Kayabyan, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nishamagu, Bayanda Ayawa, Daman, Ladamad, Shaitamu, Nanamawa, Karab, Wakazahaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazamana, Kazakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nawashah, Lanawah, Nawah, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayatamu, Kakagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakah, Kaash, Tabari Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Ayam, Khan, Tarapadma, Basaraka, Wabasapatka, Dabalam, Malaa, Panyaham, Walawan, Wayabakwashwa, Sumka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayahad, Wakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wadawa, Kaya, Atar, Shakar, Yahawa, Abaka, Ayawan, Akar Harataza.
Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O God.
And be not still, O God.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come.
They have said, Come.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembered.
That the name of Israel be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes. Gabal and Ammon.
Gabal and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kisan.
At the brook of Kisan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea. All their princes as Zebah.
All their princes as Zebah.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame sets the mountains on fire.
As the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
That they might seek thy name, O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh.
That men may know that thou whose name alone is Yahweh.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Hmm.
Everybody be seated. Shalom Yahshua to all the brothers. We don't have any sisters present at the time. To everybody out there watching online, this is the ISUPK Dallas Sabbath service. We are in Numbers chapter 26, and we're on the 29th verse. Probably gonna shoot through these pretty quickly because this is basically pedigrees of the children of Israel. All right, so we probably gonna shoot through this pretty fast because it is while it's good for history purposes. I'm just gonna be honest; it's a little boring to go through the pedigree. You know, not to say that pedigree doesn't matter; it does matter. But when you're reading back over it, this is something that you would do, you know, in your pastime. You know what I mean? Like when you just got time to read through stuff like that. It's more of a history lesson at this point. All right. Like I said, this is Numbers chapter 26, and we're on the 29th verse. I'm going to read 29 and 30 in the Hebrew. Banya, Menashah, Lamakayar, Mashapakath, Hamakayaraya, Umakayar, Hawala Yad, Off, Galad, Lagalad, Mashapakath, Hagalad, Diyah, verse 30. Allah, Banya, Galad, Ayazar, Mashapakath, Ha'ayariyah, Lakalak, Mashapakath, Hakalakya.
This, you finished it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 29 and 30 in the English. Of the sons of Manasseh, of Machir, the family of the Machirites, and Machir begat Gilead. Of Gilead come the family of the Gileadites. Verse 30. These are the sons of Gilead, of Jazer, the family of the Jezerites, of Helek, the family of the Helekites.
Right. Verse 31 through 33 in the Hebrew. Washaret Ya'al, Mashapakath, Hashar Alayah, Washakam, Mashapakath, Hashakamaya, verse 32. Washamayadai, Mashapakath, Hashamayadaya, Wakapar, Mashapakath, Hakapayah, verse 33. Watazalapakad, Banya, Kapar, La'a, Hayawa, Lawa, Banyam, Kaya, Slakia, Banyawath, Washam, Banyawash, Salaki, Banyawath, Tazalapakad, Makala, Wana, Kagala, Malakaya, Salaki, Malaka, Wata Rataza.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 31 through 33 in the English. And of Asriel, the family of the Asrielites, and of Shechem, the family of the Shechemites, and of Shemida, the family of the Shemitites, the Shemitites, and of Hefer, the family of the Heferites, and Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, had no sons, but daughters, and the names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Malah, and Noah, Hagla, Milcah, and Tisra.
All right, we're going to go 34 through... Hold on a second. 34 through 36. Book of Numbers, chapter 26, verse 34 through 36 in the Hebrew. Allah, Mashapakath, Manashah, Wapakwadayaham, Manayam, Wakamashayam, Alap, Washabai, Mayawath. Verse 35. Allah, Banya, Aparayam, Lamasha Pakatam, Lasha Watalak, Masha Pakath, Hasha Salaga, Hasha Talakaya, Labakar, Masha Pakath, Habakaraya, Latakan, Mashapakath, Hatakanaya. Verse 36. Wa Allah, Manya, Shawatalak, Laran, Mashapakath, Haraniyah.
Book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 34 through 36 in English. These are the families of Manasseh, and those that were numbered of them, 52,700. These are the sons of Ephraim, after their families of Shuthelah, the family of the Shuthelites, of Becher, the family of the Becherites, of Tahan, the family of the Tahanites. Verse 36, and these are the sons of Shuthelah of Iran, the family of the Aaronites.
So basically, like I said, this is going through pedigrees. Unfortunately, I don't have like the knowledge when you get into all of the little breakdowns. Let me see this for a second. When you start talking about the Bacharites and the Shuthelahites, that was something I referred to Officer Shagyala.
One word, Zondervan.
Or you can refer to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. These are all Israelites. We don't want you to think that they're not. It's just a breakdown into like sub tribes and different things like that. That's why I said this is when you get into Numbers, it gets into a place in here that is just family after family after family. It's a part that I've read over, but I shot through it just to have the knowledge of it and everything. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to get to the other things of the Bible, right? So we gonna keep this thing rolling. Like I said, this is gonna be kind of a quick, because even when we get to when we get to 27, it gets to getting into some things. But yeah, 26 is a tough one. Just because it's not really getting through much. Count. But let's go ahead and keep this thing going. We were on 37. So we'll get 37 through 39. This is Book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 37 through 39 in the Hebrew. Allah, Mashapakath, Banya, Abrayam, Salaki, Lapaka de Yaham, Shanayam, Washalashayam, Alap, Wakamash, Mawath, Allah, Banya, Yawasap, Lamashapakatam, verse 38, Banya, Banyaman, Lamashapakatham, Labalai, Mashapathat, Salakim, Mashapakath, Habalaya, La Ashabal, Mashapakath, Ha'ashabalaya, La Kararam, Mashapakath, Ha'akayariyamaya, verse 39, Lashapawapam, Mashapakath, Hashawapamaya, Lakawapam, Mashapakath, Hakawapamaya.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 37 through 39 in English. These are the families of the sons of Ephraim, according to those that were numbered of them, 32,500. These are the sons of Joseph after their families. The sons of Benjamin after their families, of Bela, the family of the Belites, of Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites, of Ahiram, the family of the Ahiramites, of verse 39 of Shufam, the family of the Shufamites, of Hufam, the family of the Hufamites.
All right. Anybody got any questions about anything? I wouldn't think so, but you never know.
No. No, sir.
We got a new brother with me, or with us. What's your name?
Oh, Victor.
Victor. All right, young man, Victor. Good to see you. Everybody, clap it up. Good to see you, man. Dallas is growing, slowly but surely. I'll say that. And it's not as slow as some would think, because I looked around, this brother showed up. You know what I'm saying? Then it was Gadal Ahmad, and then I turned around, I get in the parking lot, I thought Gadal Ahmad was in the truck, it's his brother. You know, he steps out, like I went to go salute him, then he steps out, I was about to turn around like I got the wrong person on. But then I could tell, you know, y'all are related and everything, so. How did you hear about us?
I saw y'all like on online. I've been seeing y'all for a while. I just didn't feel like I was ready yet.
We glad that you did take that step. You know what I mean? Just real quick, just to go in, like I did the same thing. Matter of fact, I didn't even come to the school. Like Officer Shad and them, they didn't know me or anything. I just showed up at the Passover. They just went. Yeah, I just went. It was in Houston, actually, like it's going to be this time. So the Lord spoke, you heard, and you came. So
just on the Passover, like, how do you celebrate it and all that? And like, when I enter in here, what am I supposed to do and all that?
Well, the Passover, that's going to be in Houston this year, but actually next week. So everybody that can make it, please do.
No, I already paid and reserved everything already.
Good. You don't have to do anything for the most part. Just like we did the prayers here, you're gonna do that there. Okay. You see what I'm saying? After they get through with the prayers and all of that, then basically they're gonna the generals are gonna go into their lessons and stuff like that, and then you're gonna sit back, you're gonna eat, you're gonna drink, and you're just gonna be with your brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Yeah.
If I may,
go ahead, sir.
Think of it as a family reunion.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's why it starts on like Wednesday, and it leads up to Saturday. Then on Sunday you have the Feast of Unleavened Bread that you can stay for as well. But there are events starting on Wednesday, which is the main event is the Slaughter of the Lambs. If you've never been to that, I would say just go have that experience. I probably went for the first 2 or 3 years. And then it was only so much of the lamb I could get after that. Yeah. But the good thing about the Slaughter of the Lambs is, and that's on a Wednesday. The good thing about that is, it's like if you go to a family reunion, you coming into town, that's where you can go and just kind of like first meet up with everybody. So that would be like the intro. They're gonna have other events on Wednesday as well. There is an itinerary and stuff like that. Thursday, the big event on that would be one, I think, General Muhammad's class, and then 2, the all black party. There was all black party on Friday.
I think it's on Friday.
It's on Friday, actually. Okay, so the all black party is on Friday. Since you've never been, well, what day do you plan on going down?
Wednesday, but I don't know what time they leave and get there.
It's on you. It's up to you when you want to leave and get there.
When does the Slaughter of the Lambs start?
We'll get that information for you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, cause like me, I didn't know anybody. Like I said, I absolutely knew no one, right? And I pulled up to the slaughter. I didn't even go check into my hotel room. I went from here straight to Houston, and I was calling Captain Yatazak, who I didn't know was Captain Yatazak. It was just a number on the website that I had. And I was calling him trying to get directions. And he gave me directions, and I pulled up. And one of the first people I met, well, other than at the time it was young man, well, I ain't going to say his government name, but now he's Officer Yawasop. Me and him pulled up at the exact same time. And he's from Florida. He had drove all the way from Florida out here. We pulled up at the same time. We've been close ever since. But he was like the first person I met. Second person I met was Officer Aran out of the Houston camp. And then Officer Tapasar, and then I met Captain Akkad. And in the Slaughter of Lambs, me and like 3 brothers went in on a lamb. And first time I saw a lamb, get, drained out. I just say it like that. It was an experience.
If I may slaughter righteously, though.
Right, of course. I've been to a slaughter of lambs in Orlando, Florida, and they ended up with a cow as well. I don't know, was you there for that one?
Live.
They did a cow as well. It's an experience. I'll just say for me, it kind of killed it. I ain't gonna say it killed it. Like I still want to go and stuff like that. But like eating the lamb, when you go out there, you're gonna smell the sheep, right? And when you eat the lamb, you're gonna taste the smell. For me, that's how I did. For some other brothers, it did too. You know what I'm saying? So me myself, I pop in and pop out on that just because I don't want to spoil my Passover lamb. You know what I mean? I want to eat all of it.
If I may.
Go ahead, sir.
I pray I can get either General Muhammad or Captain Ariyad drunk enough one day to give me the secrets of how they prepare that lamb.
Right.
I sure want to know.
Yeah, it'd be very good. And the bread that
keep in mind,
goes with it.
General Muhammad's a Scotchman, so.
Right.
Which I do know.
Le Frog. That's what they call it, Le Frog or something like that. But I think we tried it one time. I'm a Hennessy man. Or really, I'm a Crown Black. Something like that. But anyway, you'll have a good time. I'll say this about when I first went. I never felt out of place. Now that I hope that says a lot for the fact that I absolutely knew no one at all. I absolutely, but I never felt out of place at not one time.
God.
And I went to every event that they had from that Wednesday up until that Saturday, and the Lord was with me because as a young man, I stood for they were having a Hebrew Academy class, and I went out there, and next thing I know, I'm on the field at the next morning on Sunday morning. I'm supposed to be driving back to Dallas, but I'm on the field at 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, it was. Yeah, let's just say my drive back to Dallas was a sore one. Yeah, it was a sore one, and I caught COVID all at the same time. Yeah, but anyway, we digressed off the lesson. But yeah, this is a lesson that. But yeah, glad to have you. And
also had another question. Do y'all do camp also?
What's that?
Like y'all go like to camp and all that.
Do they? No, I don't think we have a camp during the Passover.
No, I mean like on Saturdays. I mean, my bad.
Like here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we even have camp in Oklahoma City.
No, I mean like when y'all like teach in the streets. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we sometimes help out other camps as well. So if you don't get it here, you're gonna get it there. You know what I mean? So most definitely, and I think we're working on possibly
Fort Worth as well.
That's for sure. But I was saying like maybe a Friday night as well. That's in the talks. You know, so if you can't make it on Saturday, you can make it on Friday. If you can't make it in Dallas, you can make it in Fort Worth. But yeah, you get all you want, and you might get a couple of boot kisses to boot.
Damn.
You know. Any other questions about it?
Do y'all have that today or no?
No.
Oh.
Leading up to the Passover, we usually cut it off to give brothers time to get prepared for the Passover and everything like that. Get your affairs in order and everything.
Stay in contact with me.
But yeah.
Oh, I will.
But yeah, after the Passover, we ramping right back up. I think we ramping up harder. The only thing that really stops us is weather or the generals.
God.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, you get it. You've been out there with us. Have you been out there with us yet? No. Hey, I know he hadn't been out there with us yet. Now these two, let me tell you, these two right here. I don't know. Well, you met Mpatazar. Yeah, they are. You'll see them everywhere. They are everywhere.
God.
If you want to know anything about anything going on, these two right here. Now they may confuse you in how they talk sometimes, with the ums and all of that, but they know everything that's going on. I'm messing with him. You know what I'm saying? But you got anything else before we move on? All right. Do you have anything else? Please feel free.
Okay.
Just throw your hand up. I'll call on you. All right. We were in.
We are on 30.
40?
40 out of it.
Okay. So we're going 40 to 43. So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 40 through 43. Wayaha Salakia. Wayaha Yawa. Banya. Balai. Arad. Wana Aman was Salakia. Wanayaman. Mashapakath. Haridaya. Lanaiman. Mashapakath. Hanayamaya. Verse 41. Allah, Banya, Banyaman, Lamashapakatam, Wapakwa Yaham, Kamasha, Warrior Salaki, Warrior by Salaki, Warrior by Yum, Allah, Washash, Mawath. Verse 42. Allah, Banya, Dan, Lamasha Pakatam, Lasha Wakam, Masha Pakath, Hasha Wakamaya, Allah, Masha Pakath, Dan, Lamasha Pakatam.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 40 through 43 in the English. And the sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman. Of Ard, the family of the Ardites, and of Naaman, the family of the Naamites. These are the sons of Benjamin after their families, and they that were numbered of them were 40 and 5,600. These are the sons of Dan after their families, of Shuam, the family of the Shuamites. These are the families of Dan after their families. Verse 43, all the families of the Shuamites, according to those that were numbered of them, were 64,400.
All right. Let me speak to something online real quick. I don't know who this Spencer Bradley. Obviously, he has music in his name. Seems to me nobody knows you because I've never heard of Spencer Bradley music. But I just gave you some publicity. He's talking about this is gay, right? Yeah, he said he asked. I guess is you. First of all, it's are you gay? So you don't even have correct pronunciation or grammar, I should say. Is you?
Yeah.
You know who says is you?
Hoe ass niggas.
Right. And who else? Gays.
Kinda.
Gays say is you. So I think you're projecting at this point. It's crazy to me. And I want since he and look, I'm gonna put it up here for you. I'm gonna put it up here for y'all that's watching so y'all can see, right? So y'all can go blast him, whatever. The only people that talk about gay stuff is gay people.
Kind of, sir.
Yeah. Whenever you have a disagreement with somebody and you have to say he's gay, you're gay. You're gay because you brought it up. Like, why is your mind on that? Like low key, I have to stop playing the pause game, right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, why did your mind go there in the first place? You see what I'm saying? So when he puts that in there like that, it's because he's gay. Yeah. When he says, is you gay? It's because you just gave yourself away if you're still watching. You just gave yourself away. Because you said, is you gay? That sounds so gay.
That's how my daughters talk.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You hear that from girls and gay dudes. So you just put yourself out there trying to be funny with us. And that's why the Lord mocks you. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you should get some understanding rather than trying to be funny. It's not the first time we've been mocked. It's not the first time we've been heckled or anything like that. Men talk to men in a manly way. It's just what it is. I mean, I ain't never went up to a brother, is you gay? Like, what is that? We don't do that. Now, we'll play around sometimes with the pause game. Somebody might say something that's a little off, and we'll be like, wait a minute, pause. You know? But that's a game. That's something to laugh about. You come in here and your first comment, I don't know if his first comment is you gay? Not what is this? I don't understand, which is an adult thing to do. What is this? I don't understand what's going on here. You know what I mean? Like, y'all seem a little weird to me. You know. Now, if I answer you in a crazy way, then maybe you have something to say. But just because I dress like this, first of all, you don't know why I dress like this. You don't know. So maybe you should ask, why? What is this? But our people, and I'm assuming by how he said that, he might be one of our people because only our people go to there like that. It's sad to say that I know that just by how you talk. You know what I mean? I've never had a so-called white man go straight to gay. I've never had that. I've never had an Asian person that I've had an argument with go straight to gay. Arab, East Indian, whoever, they don't do that. But when you talk to one of our people, they mind go straight to gay. It's sad that it's sad that I even know like that, but it is just like our women nowadays. And I know I'm digressing off the deal, but I'm even trying to make this sound better right now. It's sad that our women nowadays, and they're all single. I don't know what the percentage is, but I know a large percentage of so-called black women, and I'm speaking to black women, because Hispanic women, I don't think they have that issue like that. Right. I don't know about Native American Indian women. I don't know about them, but I think they're even still with their men. But when it comes to black women, a large percentage of them are single. And some of them, because they're so delusional, they don't understand, they may try to hit on a man nowadays, right? And a man nowadays has a little bit of self-respect about himself, especially a man here in the UPK, right? Yeah, right. And we'll be like, well, sis, I'll talk to you, but I ain't trying to do, I ain't on the time that you on, what's the matter, you gay? You know where I'm going with it, right? That's, if I don't want to, like, a man can't even have standards. That's what I want. A man can't even have standards today, especially a so-called black man. If a so-called black man says if a so-called black man says, I don't date tall women, he's gay. If a so-called black man says, I don't date women with big feet, what's the matter? You can't handle a woman with big feet? You know? Hell no. And they go to switching the head and stuff like that. So I'm saying all of that. I want to thank you, Spencer Bradley, because you livened up the Sabbath service with your gay talk. Because low key, you are DL. And for y'all that don't know, some that don't know DL, you're down low.
If I may.
Come, sorry.
Spencer, or what's his name? Spencer Bradley?
Bradley Music.
He is definitely gay. And what he's looking for, General Muhammad went in this once. He's looking for a place to call home.
Yeah.
A place where he can congregate, learn about God, and still be a homo.
Right.
So that's why he's putting out feeler questions like that. Are we gay? No. He's gay. He's trying to look for a spot he can come to.
He's projecting.
Worship God and be gay.
Yeah, come with God. This is just for everybody watching online and stuff like that, right? This is just a life lesson, right? When somebody just comes out of the blue and says something that has nothing to do with anything, at like y'all, whatever y'all were talking about, if you got into it or something, and all of a sudden out the blue they just throw out something, right? And I'm gonna give you a prime example, right? Have you ever been arguing with somebody and they all of a sudden say, ain't nobody scared of you? They're scared of you. Or is why I didn't bring that up, not trying to be intimidating to you. Why would you say that? It's because you have to realize, and it took me a long time to come to that realization, that it's because they're scared of you. Or it's why would you say that? So when people say stuff like, I'm not racist or anything, you're racist. Well, why would you say that? Because somebody that isn't something would never have to defend it. Right? It would never come out your mouth. Because you're not thinking along those lines. Like if you say something, like if I'm a so-called white man and I say, man, you love that chicken, don't you? And you look at me crazy, I'm not thinking because I'm not a racist. I just, you love that chicken. Right? You love that chicken. Like, I love it too, you know. But I'm not thinking along that. But if I say, because you're black and I'm white, right? And I say, I come out the box with, I'm not racist or anything. But you really love that chicken, don't you?
You racist.
I'm racist. I'm making a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a slight. Just like, you know, tell a woman, I'm not misogynist or anything, but you really need to get in your place. I'm misogynist. You know, or else I would just be a man about it and be like, you need to get in your place. You need to stay in your lane as a woman. Why are you out here with the men? And so to Spencer Bradley, why are you trying to conversate with men? You need to go conversate with effeminate men, because that's what you are. You didn't even come as an adult and be like, what is this? You know, what are y'all talking about here? This is crazy to me. You came out the box with gay, and it triggered me. I ain't gonna lie. It triggered me because because it triggered me only because, like I said, why do our people do that? Why is the things we run to is gay, drugs, your mama ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy was never home. You know, it's like, are you that hurt? You that broken? And that's what it is. We speak to the broken things in our life, and we put it on other people. That's exactly what it is. And as a priest and prophet of the Lord, you have to recognize these things. That's the only way you can help somebody. The only way I can help Spencer Bradley, the down low gay dude on here, is to speak to his down low gayness. It's the only way. It's attacking the demon that he's battling. Am I right, sir? It's the only way. If you got somebody that only deals with so-called white people, you have to be like, how was your white friends today? You know what I'm saying? Bet you ate some bland food, didn't you? You've got to attack it, because at some point, if their spirit bears witness with your spirit, they will begin to agree. If their spirit is a so-called white man's spirit, they will some point get mad. Just like if there's an African that comes to our school and we don't really know if he's African, he ain't told us he's African. He says he's one of us, and he sits down in that seat. But if I say enough African booty scratchers, at some point he's going to flip out. He's going to flip out, and it's not because he really wants to. It's that spirit that's in him. That spirit that's in him is not going to allow him to sit in that seat. That's why Commanding General Yana says, if anybody's in the CIA or FBI, come on into the school. Because at the end of the day, your spirit, if you're one of us, your spirit going to bear witness. You're going to become one of us at the end of the day. We're not scared of it. And if you're not one of us, it's going to be so much that the white man is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of that he can take. And he's going to leave. If Bob Marley was sitting here and I keep talking about crack of this and crack of that and the Caucasus Mountains and y'all cave dwellers and y'all used to run like dogs, he's going to jump up at some point and be like, why do you keep talking about white people like that? It's going to start out subtle, just like this Spencer Bradley. If he was in the school right now, all I got to do is start talking about LGBTQ. That's all I got to do. That is all I. There is a video. I forget what priest and prophet it was. That was it General Muhammad? I'm not sure. They had a gay dude in the audience, and he just kept going in about gay. And finally, that gay dude started asking questions. You know which video I'm talking about, sir? Because I think Captain Cesario came and sat beside him on one side.
This is when General Muhammad was at headquarters at the library they were teaching out of up there in Harlem at that time. And yeah, I remember that video.
And then General Muhammad, it was almost like you could see the switch that went off in General Muhammad's brain, where it's like, okay, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And so he started. You're just a gay. It was just so funny because how General Muhammad is. Once he sees it, he just starts hammering on it.
God.
And your spirit is not going to allow you to sit there and take it, because the way he comes at you, and if he knows that's what it is, because like I said, if that's not what you are, it's not going to bother you. You can sit there and be like, Slocky, I think you're wrong. You're a little bit wrong. This doesn't, like, no. I got 5 wives and 20 kids, and at this point, I couldn't be if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got too much responsibility. But yeah, they ended up escorting that brother, because he tried to flip out, I believe. If I remember the video, they had to kindly escort him out of the building.
I think I remember that video. It's like
you seen it?
A couple of years ago when they like dragged him out too.
Yeah. It
was quite a while back.
Because the flame inside of him, wouldn't allow him to leave quietly and respectfully.
I was gonna say you should go to the IUIC.
The purple would match his eyes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just, if you're that way, we would tell you not to be that way and come back to the Lord if you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American. But if you're that way, I'll just tell you this: enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. You will never see any priest or prophet in this camp or any other camp in the ISUPK. We are not going to plead with you. That's not our job. Our job is to tell you that it's wrong. But after we tell you it's wrong, we're just going to tell you, if that's how you want to continue your life, I've told you what's going to happen to you. So go live your life and be happy. Why are you sitting here arguing with me? Why are you in the comments trying to troll me? It makes no sense. Or else, you know why they troll? Can anybody, I don't want to make this like a class, but can anybody tell me why they troll?
Oh, for attention.
It's for attention, but there's a deeper issue to it. Mapatazar, do you know? Why do they troll? Whether they say you're gay or you guys look like Power Rangers or whatever. Go ahead.
That's their job too. That's their purpose to come in and bring this.
It is, but I want to speak to, when I'm talking about a Black, Hispanic, or Native American trolls us. What is the deeper issue behind it?
They have some sort of insecurity within themselves.
They have insecurities, yeah, they do. But why us? Go ahead.
It's like, if I could, sir, because them seeing us doing the work of the Lord reminds them of their wickedness that they're doing.
That's true too. And for time's sake, they're doing it because they're broken and they want to be fixed. They don't know how to fix themselves, right? They don't know how to fix themselves, and they see men up here being men and they cannot understand it. And so it's a mirror that's put up in front of their face that makes them examine themselves in contrast to what they're seeing. So rather than them humbling themselves, they take the other approach, the aggressive approach. And so they have to come and troll because it's a plea for help. He's pleading for help. He don't know it. That's why he ain't had nothing else to say on the comments. If you look in the comments, he has nothing else to say. Why? Because I came at him directly. If I wouldn't have came at him directly, he would have kept putting it in there because it keeps saying, help me, help me, help me. Some of us will see it as He's looking for attention, like the brother said, which he is somewhat looking for attention, but what he's really doing is saying, help me. And I would pray that that brother comes in there and gets the help he needs. If not, he's going to stay in the world and he's going to have every argument and fight that he can find, and he's going to end up beat up or worse. It just is what it is. And he'll probably try to tell us, I'm successful. I see his Spencer music or whatever it is. No one's heard of your music. No one's seen your music. You probably have less than 50 people that follow you on YouTube, you know. And I just say that to provoke you to jealousy, like the Lord would do to us. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, I've digressed too far. Salaki Adawan, I didn't mean to go on a tangent there. But he triggered me because he needed help, you know. And I hope that helps the brother. We are, what, at 40?
44 out of 1.
44. All right. We're going to get 44 through 48. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verse 44 through 48 in the Hebrew. Banya Ashar Lamashapakatam Layamana Mashapakath Hayamana Layasha Waya Mashapakath Hayasha Waya Labariyai Slagi Labariyai Mashapakath Habariyaya, verse 45. Labanya Barayai Lakabar Mashapakath Hakabaraya Lamalakaya Al Mashapakath Hamalakaya Alaya, verse 46. Washam Bath Ashar Sharak, verse 47. Allah Mashapakath Baya Ashar Lapakwadash Slakit Lapakwadayaham Shalasha Wakamashayam Allah Warabai Marwath, verse 48. Baya Napatalaya Lamasha Pakatham Layakataza Al Mashapakath Hayakataza Alaya Lagawanaya Mashapakath Hagawanaya.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 44 through 48 in English. Of the children of Asher, after their families, of Jimnah, the family of the Jimnites, of Jesui, the family of the Jesuites, of Beriah, the family of the Berites, of the sons of Beriah, of Heber, the family of the Heberites, of Malchiel, the family of the Malchielites, and the name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. These are the families of the sons of Asher, according to those that were numbered of them, who were 50,003,400. Verse 48, of the sons of Naphtali, after their families, of Jeziel, the family of the Jezielites, of Guni, the family of the Gunites.
You know what? I'm going to say that I stand corrected that this is a boring lesson. It's not a boring lesson. This lesson is bringing out everybody. So it's like, got a question in the comments. It says, I need help. What is the best argument for the existence of God? And I'm going to answer it just like this if I could, or you want to answer it, sir?
No, I'm more interested in what you got to say.
Okay, I'm going to cut straight to it. You're alive. You were born. It's the best example of God I can give you. If you were born and you're here. Is it So-called white man would say it was happen chance, right? Big Bang. But you didn't, when we talk about the Big Bang, no one wants to talk about the theory, right? It's the Big Bang theory. What's theory? Meaning it's a guess. Theory is just a guess. So then they try to say evolution. Evolution from what? Some little small cell in the water somewhere grew into a tadpole that grew into this, that grew into that. Next thing you know, man walks out of the water. Or it walks out of the water, turns into an ape, and then turns into a man. Why are apes not turning into men now? Why is the ape in the zoo not turning into a man so he can escape the zoo? Like, when we say this, people say we're crazy and say that, we're just saying anything. But y'all say this, but you never can answer our question. Why is the ape not turning into a man now? And they try to, I've heard this argument where they try to say, well, man was made at this time, so the apes that were there, they just stayed the way. So those apes didn't want to be more than just an ape. But the apes that we turned into man, they want to be more than just an ape. If you listen to this nonsense, you're crazy. If I got to explain to you how God is real, God is not for you. Turn the page. Like, why is it so hard for people to move on? We heard the voice of the Lord. This new brother that came today heard the voice of the Lord. He's here, right? Like these other brothers, they heard the voice of the Lord. They're here. You are here because you want to be here, but your spirit won't allow you to be here. So you, rather than concede that, why won't you just move on? Yeah. He says, what do you mean move on? With your life. Go live your life. If we don't have the answers that you need, live your life. We've made our choice. Have you made your choice? Have you made your choice?
Yeah.
Have you made yours? The other one has made his. He was here before me. Why is me existing bothering you? God exists because I exist. Because this brother exists. Because these brothers exist. Because all the people in the world exist. We don't believe in happen chance. That one day some rocks collided in the darkness somewhere and boom, life. Life. Just, that's crazy. Now he says, I'm trying to find answers though. I want to know what's true. We're giving you the truth. You know what's true? That you need to obey the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. How do you know that Islam isn't true or Hinduism?
What's his nationality? Ask him that.
Yeah, what's your nationality, first of all? But I'm gonna answer your question. If you could answer my question, since I'm answering yours, what nationality are you? Are you a so-called black man? Are you so-called white man? You so-called East Indian? But to go to Islam is nothing but Christianity in an Arab veil. That's all it is. Why do I say that? Because Islam came from the book, right? It came from the Bible. It was a continuation. They tried to say it's a continuation of the Bible, is what they tried to say. But really it was, he said, yes, I'm a so-called black man. Then you're a brother. You're a Judite, according to the Lord. One of the 12 lost tribes of the children of Israel. But I'm going to speak to Islam. Islam, in its inception, is an Arab religion. When we talk about blacks that are in Islam today, they had to remove themselves from the Arabs, right? That's why they call it Nation of Islam and all this stuff. All of a sudden, what's the one that taught Malcolm X and all? I don't even know his name because I don't care. But Elijah Muhammad is the prophet, and he's the one that they look for. Come to find out, the one that taught him was a so-called white man. Am I wrong?
You're right.
So the one that taught him was a so-called white man, right?
If I may.
Go ahead, sir.
Even if you buy what the newspaper, the final call, in the brothers, the Islamic brothers, the brothers of the Nation of Islam stand out there on the street and sell.
Right.
Even in the very back of it, they believe that a white man, Fard Muhammad, is God.
Right.
So
right, come.
That's a part of their doctrine.
Right.
So whether you're in Christianity or in Islam, you are following a white man.
Right.
Even Orthodox Islam.
You're following a white man. Right.
The Prophet Muhammad, the murderer and illiterate pedophile, even he was a white Arab.
Right.
So Christianity and Islam is nothing but an inroad to worshiping white people.
Right. That's all it is.
So I like it for that word.
You say, why do I keep saying so-called? I say so-called because that's the titles that were given to us. That is not what we really are. Black is a color.
God.
White is a color. Europeans over in Europe do not call themselves white people. They call themselves after what they are. Your nationality is not predicated on the dirt you were born on. Dirt does not determine who you are. I'm born in Texas. I'm not a Texan. But people would call me a Texan. I was born in Texas in America. People would call me an American. I am not an American.
Ask him, has he ever seen a rock speak?
Yeah, when it comes to Islam, you've never seen a rock speak, right? But I want to speak to that. He says in the Bible the Bible was in Ethiopia. The Bible was not in Ethiopia before Europe. Well, no, I'll give him that. He's right. But, well, it was in Ethiopia before Europe.
Because we were in Ethiopia.
But that's because we were in, right.
It's our record.
So let me break something down to you real quick, because what the Ottawa said was heavy. So I don't quite understand where you are getting the worshiping white people thing, because white people took it and made it into what you call Christianity. White people took it and made it into what you call religion. And that's what I want to speak to real quick. Religion is made up. And what I mean by made up, meaning a man made up religion. When it comes to this Bible is just a record book of a people living their life.
That's right.
Their history, their heritage, their culture, and the main thing, their God. Now, you don't have to believe that us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the so-called 12 tribes of Israel. You don't have to believe that. We're not asking you to believe that. We're telling you that's what it is, but we can't make you believe anything. It's up to you to believe it or not believe it. Just like Christ says to believe on me, right? It's up to you to believe it or not believe it. Christ ain't gonna make you believe it. So religion is made up, and it's made up to control you, to control the masses. The children of Israel, when it comes to ethnicity, ethnicity is people. A nation is people, not land. That's why in America, America cannot last, because you have a mixture of people trying to be together when the Lord says you're never going to be together.
That's right.
That's why he destroyed the Tower of Babel. And he put the tongues, different tongues in people to speak different languages and scattered them on the globe. That's why a tiger does not walk with a lion. They're both. Now, reason I bring that up is because when we talk about people now in Christianity, they say, oh, we're all one. We're the human race, right? We're humans, right? Well, a tiger and a lion are both felines, just like a house cat, but they don't walk together.
That's right.
If a tiger and a lion saw each other or was around each other, they would fight because God separated them, not because we separated them, not because we want it that way. You have blue jays, you have red cardinals, you have sparrows, you have perch finches and hummingbirds. They don't fly together and nest together and do all of that. I've seen a tiger walk with a lion at the zoo, so I'm getting your point. This is the point you're missing, right? When you talk about a circus or a lion, that's that dirty bastard of a white man that took the animals and indoctrinated them. How did they indoctrinate them? They did it by one or two ways, just like they do people, right? They either take you as a young child and in a young child's impressionable mind. I could take a white child right now as a baby and I could raise him as a black person. And when he gets up to be in his 20s or 30s and somebody says, hey, white boy, he's going to look around like Dave Chappelle in the Blind Man skit. Right? Where's them niggers? Where's them niggers? Get them niggers. And they looking at him like you're black. But it's because he can't see. So a child as a baby can't see. Right? He looks in the mirror, he sees a black man, even though it's snowing in the mirror. You see what I'm saying? But he sees a black man. He talks like a black man. He acts like a black man. He's a black man, right? Because I can take him from a baby and mold him into whatever I want. So if I want a lion and a tiger to interact with each other and love each other, I take them from a baby. I raise them together. They don't know any different. Now there's the second way, which is the way of the so-called black man in America. I beat it into him. Mm-hmm. I beat him so bad that his mind breaks. And now he's no longer Kunta. He's Toby.
Right.
And you sit here in the comments and waste my time with this nonsense because you're in this land and you love your oppressor, and you come against us for teaching the truth of it. Because you can't handle the truth, you would waste my time and these brothers' time and this brother's time, because you can't handle the truth, as they say in the movie. You can't handle the truth. So you have to play. And just like the other dude that was in the comments, you're projecting because you're asking for help. Why don't you come down and get help then? Questions are a waste of time. I just want to know what's true. Brother, if you're sincere, whatever city you're in, put it in the comments and we'll give you the number to that captain of that school. And if you're really sincere like you say you are, you'll get in touch with that person. You'll get all the answers that you want. You'll get the truth. But don't sit here and waste our time when we're trying to conduct business. You know what? I want to apologize to you, brother, because if you are really sincere, then we are here to help you, and you're not wasting my time. You're not wasting these brothers' time. But if you're on some nefarious stuff, the Lord's gonna deal with you. That's just what it is. Even in this, I have to grow. And I'll be the man to say that to you, brother. If I've come too harshly at you, I have to grow as a brother in this truth. So I'll back up off of you. If you really mean that, put the state that you're in and we'll get you in touch with the right person. All right? But that's only if you're true. We'll see if you're true about those words. Because if not, you're going to keep on with the little rabbit hole that I believe you might be on. All right? Salaki, let's move on. Where we on 40? We finished 48. We're on 49, correct? All right, so we're gonna get 49 through 52. All right, it's the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verse 49 through 52. Layatazar, Mashapakath, Hayatazariyah, Lashalam, Mashapakath, Hashalamaya. Verse 50, Allah, Mashapakath, Napathalaya, Lamashapak Pakatham, Wapakwayaham, Kamasha, Wa Arabayam, Alap, Wa Arabai, Mawath, verse 51, Allah, Pakwadaya, Banya, Yasha'ala, Shash, Mawath, Alap, Walap, Shabai, Mawath, Washalayam, verse 52. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar. Go ahead.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 49 through 52. Of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites. Of Shilem, the family of the Shilemites. These are the families of Naphtali according to their families, and they that were numbered of them were 45,400. These were the number of the children of Israel, 600,000 and 1,730. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying,
Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to take this off of the screen. All right. To Nimi Rodenstein, you say that you're confused. I'm no longer addressing you anymore because you have just shown. I told you what to do, and you've just shown you're just here for confusion. You're saying that you're confused, but you're here to just cause confusion at this point. So you can keep posting all you want. We're just gonna ignore you and move on because it's obvious you're here to distract. All right. That was 52. We're on 53. All right. 53 through 55. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 53 through 55. La Takalak Harataza Banya Kala Bamasapar Shemawath, verse 54. Larab Darabah Nakalathawa Walama'ait Walama'ait Damayat Nakalathawa Ayash Lapaya Pakwadayawa Yatan Nakalathawa, verse 55. Ak Bagawaral Yakalak Oth Harataza Lashamawath Matawath Abatham Yanakalawa.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 53 through 55 in English. Unto these the land shall be divided for an inheritance, according to the number of names. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to few thou shalt give the less inheritance. To everyone shall his inheritance be given according to those that were numbered of him. Verse 55. Notwithstanding, the land shall be divided by lot, according to the names of the tribes of their fathers they shall inherit.
Let me see that right fast. All right, so that was that through 52, 49 through 52. So, so basically now the Lord, let me see here. So he's dividing the land up, and he's letting Moses know how to do it. All right. Moses, being an obedient servant of the Most High, of course, this is what he's charged with. The Lord has been, up to this point, leading Moses through everything. He's making him a great leader, and that's how we know him to this day, as one of the great leaders of Israel. And he's just showing him how to do it. Give every man to his inheritance, because each tribe had their inheritance. The only one that didn't get an inheritance were the Levites. because they were the priests. So they basically, you had Levites in each tribe to be the priests over them. But every man got their, or every tribe got their inheritance. And then they would break those up amongst the, families in each tribe and everything like that. And that really is what it should be today. One of the major, and I like to use the word veils that this oppressor puts on us in this world is that we're running out of things, right? There's too many people on the planet. I know. Have y'all heard that before? There's too many people, right? But when you look at it, from what I understand, you could take the world's population and fit it into the state of Florida, right? Like if you just put people side by side, everybody would fit in the state of Florida. So put that in perspective. We have the state of Florida. You still have the rest of the world. How are we overpopulated? How is it? It's not possible, right? Even let's just say it was enough people where you could put them in the state of Florida and the state of Georgia. Look how much land is still left, right? So what's being said? What's the reality of things? The reality is that this oppressor is just the devil. It's just a greedy bastard.
That's right.
And why do I say that? It's because one that's wealthy of them will have thousands of acres of land to himself. And he won't be doing anything with it. He won't be planting food for people. It's just for play. I know this for a fact. I know this for firsthand because I know somebody that has over 1,000 acres of land. And I'm like, what are you gonna do with it? Oh, it's just for the family. Come out there, hunt, just mess around, or whatever. 1,000 acres.
Damn.
This is one person that's not even a big, he's got millions. But compared to the millions of dollars others have, he's kind of like on the bottom end of the totem pole. You see what I'm saying? And he's got 1,000 acres. Bill Gates, don't even get me started how much land he has. But then you have the native Indians collected on this land that they can't really grow anything on. They can't do anything with. Don't get me started on blacks and Hispanics. Hispanics can't even leave one land to come to another without being, roughed up, persecuted, beat, and sent back. Blacks, so-called blacks, we didn't even get the choice to migrate to another land. It's like, nigga, you going. You going and you gonna work it, and guess what? One day in the 100-year future or 400-year future, we just gonna let you go. We ain't gonna give you no reparation. We ain't gonna give you a final paycheck. We ain't gonna give you nothing. You just free, nigga. Free. Go be free. And you know what's so crazy about it? We were freed, and within 50 years, we were building cities. Am I right, Adawan?
You're right.
Within 50 years, we were building cities. And we weren't given anything when we were freed. Right? And we made something from nothing, as we always do. Hip-hop came from nothing. They were beating on tin cans and walls and everything and made hip hop. Rock and roll that some white people love so much came from so-called black people. It came from blacks and Hispanics. I can't take that, and Native Indians if we want to be be just truthful about the whole thing. Anything that is anything on this planet came from our people. It's just what it is. So in correlation to what we're talking about here in Numbers, when he divided the inheritance and everything like that, the so-called white man came and took it. That's why scriptures also say they seek to part my lands. Potters, I get that for me? They seek, yeah. Because that's what he did. He no one can battle the ISUPK on history, because one thing about history is it happened, so we know it's true, right? We don't have to guess. It happened, right? So who is the only person that went around raping, robbing, and murdering another? He's doing it right now. He's doing it right now as we speak. He's in another country right now telling them, you need to have a different leader. You need a new regime. You need this, you need that. He even went, like, something that kills me is the way that they say things. They say, why can't I get this off the screen? Hold on one second. Donald Trump said something that kind of had me like, wow, the audacity of this dude. He said, yeah, for right now, I want to keep the Strait of Hormuz open. And I think to myself, you don't even have the ability to close it. What? It's not yours. It's not yours. Like, the audacity, like, that's like somebody coming in my house and saying, yeah, I'd like to cook this steak today. It's not your steak. What are you doing? But that's how they think. That's how they think. Like, we're just going to go into Iran and we're just going to change the leadership. And so then they change the leadership and they use, because I was watching the White House speaker, when they asked them, ask them questions, that girl that's up there or whatever, and they said, I thought he said he was going to have a change in regime. I thought he said he was going to change the leadership in Iran. And she was like, well, he did. And they were like, well, how? Isn't there a new leader? He didn't do it, though. So they play games with this. But to think that, and that's what I mean. Let me speak to this right fast. America makes heroes and villains, right? When you growing up, you see cartoons and different things like that. There's a hero and there's a villain, right? The problem with that is the person that's telling the story. The person that's telling the story made him the hero and this other person the villain. But there's a flip side to that, right? The people of the so-called villain don't see him as the villain. They see him as the hero. And the hero is the villain. A prime example of that is, if you ever seen that TV series, The Boys. Have you ever seen that? With Homelander. Homelander's supposed to be the hero, but he's really a psychopathic villain. That's America. America is supposed to be the hero of the world, but really it's a psychopathic villain. Iran has its own country. It can do whatever it wants to with their country. It's their if I'm in my house, you can't tell me what TV channel to watch. It's my house. It's my freaking house. I don't want to cuss, but it's my house. It's my TV. I bought it. I'm paying for the damn cable bill. How you guys tell me I'm gonna watch Channel 5? I don't want to watch Channel 5. I want to watch Channel 5005. You see what I'm saying? But this bastard, he says, Cuba can't have oil. Go in the dark. Starve. Russia's like, no, we're going to send them this. You can't let them have it. What authority do you have to tell one people they can't have something when another people says they can. You don't have that authority. But what it gives him that authority is what you'll always find is always going to be in the world is your basic instinct, your fight or flight. It's going to be, I don't care how sophisticated and so civilized that they try to act and say they are and talk with such eloquent language and all. He's not refined and everything. Back them against a corner and their basic instinct comes back out to kill you by any means necessary. Whether it's to bite you, scratch you, whatever. Where are the rules of engagement? What happened to that? What happened to the civility? You see what I'm saying? Prime example of that is the Revolutionary War. When Britain came over, right? Britain came over and they're fighting and the colonists at the time were trying to fight civilized, where you rows of soldiers, one row shoots and then the other one comes through and they shoot while the other one's reloading and all this stuff because they're fighting like Britain, civilized, drink some tea, you know what I'm saying, type stuff, throw your pinky out, you know, all of that. And then this so-called white man on this side, the colonists, because they're both white, all white people, Russian, he's just a white man that speaks Russian. Spain, he's just a white man that speaks Spanish. But they're all the same, and all they're doing is jockeying for power. That's all they're doing. It's all to be lords over us, right? So, as they're fighting this Revolutionary War, this white man over here that wants to be free for religious purposes, right? He wants to be free. He has taxation without representation. But yet he taxes us all the time, right? It's the wildest thing to me. You fought to not be taxed, but then you tax. I digress on that one. But he realizes I can't win this way. I can't beat them this way. So what does he do? He reverts back to his animal instincts. And now he's fighting guerrilla warfare with the Britons. And Britain, they're like, they sending messages. They send messengers. They're messaging each other. And they send messages, hey, you can't fight like that. That's like me and you getting in the scrap and we fighting. And then all of a sudden you scratch me and I look at you and I say, hey, man, you can't scratch me. What? That's not fair. You're going to look at me like, who cares about fair? We're fighting. Like once I see you trying to end my life, fair is out the window. Ain't no fair. If you want to be fair, go be a boxer. You know, go be a athlete somewhere where there's rules. When we're talking about life and death situations, there is no fair. It's only live or be unalive. That's it. So when it comes to these so-called white people in this country, right, that are in power, they don't care about anybody. They only want more. And it's about, like I said, the lands that were parted to us, they took that. And they have never stopped. They're doing it now. They took Venezuela. How do you take something and then turn around and say, yeah, I'll be selling the oil here after? It's not your oil. It's not yours. And then they say, well, and then Cuba's like, well, we need the oil. Hey, get under my thumb and I'll give it to you. Right. Cuba has, and those are our brothers and sisters as well. Cuba has been one of the places where they're like, I'm not gonna bow down. Not gonna do it. Puerto Rico did it. The Dominican Republic did it. Bahamas did it. All of them did it. South America did it. All of them. Cuba's like, F that. Not doing it. Even though they struck a deal with Russia, which is just another white. You're going to be under a white man. That's in the scriptures. That's in the scriptures. You're going to have to go to them for the want of all things. Cuba just hadn't figured that out because they don't have the truth. They would have to come to the ISUPK to have that truth, to understand this Bible. But you can't escape that. It's just basically in this captivity, it's pick the devil that you want to be under. You know what I mean? If you don't want to be under this devil, then you're going to have to go across the world, but you're still going to be under that devil. Maybe he's just a little bit kinder. Maybe. But the only reason he's kinder is because he's getting everything he wants right now. Let him not get what he wants. And now your kindness is gone. You're going to get your... In this country, they want to go back to slavery.
Yeah, I've seen some articles about that.
They want to go back to slavery. Problem is, they've let us be free too long. We're not going back into slavery. We're not. We're not. Anybody that's a fool to that, no. Those that would bow down to go back into it, we won't let them go back into slavery. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. You got a choice to make, us or them. It's just that simple. You know, I'm not even saying anything about a so-called race war. This is the Lord's war. Slavery's not gonna happen again. We wouldn't allow it to happen. At that point, we would just figure it's gonna be us or y'all, and we got the Lord on our side. That's why we tell you to get in the UPK, because you get that hedge of protection. Right? Go ahead.
If anybody's going to go into slavery, it's a white man.
There you go. Right, give him a hand. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Now, why does he even say that? It's in the Bible. Every knee that won't bow, you know. His kings and queens will minister unto us. And I'm paraphrasing. You don't have to believe us. But when I say you don't have to believe us, if you believe in the Bible, you have to believe what the Bible says. That you do have to believe.
Romans 3:3.
Come. Matter of fact, get the Patazai, you ain't got that for me? You still got it? Get that for me real quick. What is it? Joel 3:2. Give me Joel 3:2 real quick, and then get Officer. Get Officer Shayalas first.
What was it? Ottawa.
Romans 3:3.
Romans 3:3. Cause we on that right now. I had lost. I done got so triggered.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
So what if some of us don't believe, right? You don't believe that God is real, and you don't believe we're the Israelites. What if you don't believe that? Go ahead.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect?
So shall you not believing make the faith of God without effect? Meaning it. What God says and what we're telling you, is that gonna mean anything at the end of the day? Go ahead.
You want verse 4, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 4, God forbid.
No, it's not. You're on a train that has a destination. You don't believe that it's going to that destination because you didn't read the damn schedule. You see what I'm saying? Which the schedule is the Bible, right? You didn't read it. We tell you it's going to Chicago. You on the train and you keep saying, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's going to Seattle. No, the train going to Chicago. I don't know where you going, but this train's going to Chicago. No, it's not. Right? Is that going to make the train not go to Chicago? No. You're better off jumping off the damn train.
Seattle won the Super Bowl. We're going to Seattle.
Right. We're going to Seattle. Well, you guess you're going to be catching another train in Chicago. You see what I'm saying? It's not. The guy says, God forbid, that it is going to happen whether you like it or not. These people that come out with this whole free will, I'm so sick of hearing people with, I don't even understand where these fads come from. 1 minute you're talking about Jesus is God, next minute it's we have free will. It's like you the only freedom you have is to go get a burger at McDonald's. Just go. You see what I'm saying? But are you going to die one day? Yes. You don't have that. You don't have the luxury of not dying. Guess who gets to choose how you die and when you die? God. So if you have free will yourself to never die. Will yourself to have everlasting life. You know who has everlasting life? The men and women at ISUPK. Right. Because the scriptures say, as long as we obey the law, statutes, and commandments, we will have eternal life.
That's right.
But you don't have to believe us. Cause why? Will it make it without any effect because you don't believe us? God forbid. Go ahead. Is there any left on that?
Sir.
Go ahead.
Let God be true.
Let God be true.
But every man a liar.
So every man that comes up here and questions us and tries to create confusion, you're just a liar. Just a liar. Because you can't back it up with anything. Go ahead.
That as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, as mightest and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
That's why when we speak, we know we speak with truth, and we can be confident about that truth. We know 100% of what we're saying is true. Why? Because it's not us saying it. We're giving you, thus saith the Lord, because let God be true and every man a liar. We don't give our words. We tell you what the Lord said and how he said it, and then we compare it to what's going on now. The Lord said all of this stuff was going to happen. Even the so-called white man is talking about it now. He's bringing the Bible up now. And now you're finding out that the ISUPK has been right since 1969.
God.
But it took now for the white man to say, it amazes me. And I'm digressing off this whole, Salaki Adawan for that. I apologize. But it's like my rib. I'll say this, like my rib. My rib, I tell her something sometimes, and she just would not take what I tell her. No, I ain't. No, this, da. And then she goes to work and talks to one of our coworkers, and they be like, yeah, that's how it is, da. And then you come back to me, you won't even apologize. It's a half-hearted. It's a you might have been right. That's all these people that come into the comments. That's all the people that come to us on the street. Now they're finding out, oh shit.
That wasn't bullshit.
Them crazy looking fools might actually know what they talking about. With the Power Ranger outfits. That's fine. I'm the black Power Ranger today.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But you're starting to find out that we're not so crazy as you think we are, right? We let you call us crazy. Because again, there's some of that projecting again, right? Because really you're the one crazy. You say we're brainwashed when, yes, I need to wash my brain because it was dirty.
We think Christmas and Easter is crazy.
We think Christmas and Easter is crazy. Like you call me crazy, but you think bunnies lay eggs. But you call me crazy. You go around searching for colored dyed hard-boiled eggs. But I'm crazy, right? But I'm crazy. You walk around with a pink plastic basket full of candy. But I'm crazy.
We're the cult.
But we're the cult. Yeah. You do it every year. Same time I think that's the definition of a cult, ain't it? God. Doing the same things and and refuting everything that everybody else says, nobody tries to keep us here. I think here in the UPK, we try to tell you to leave if you can't. We tell you to leave. If you can't, if you don't like it, leave. It's just that's why I say when people come into the comments or why are you so concerned with us? Why? It doesn't like I must be on to something because it's got you out your box. As I say, I've got you off your square. You can't stand 10 toes down when I come in the room. I'm like Cat Williams at this point. When I come in, every head bows. Right? I see it now. I see it now. I might not have seen it back then. I thought it was just somebody to go to war with. Because I thought a little bit of a younger mind, even though I'm not a young man. But I'm a young man in this truth, right?
Yeah.
So it was a battle to me. Now it's not a battle to me. Like I don't know. Maybe I've switched. I don't know. Maybe I've flipped. It's not a battle to me anymore. I don't care if you believe me or not. I don't care. For the brother that's still to this point trying to get some attention in the comments, I don't care. I don't care whether you believe. I don't care whether you join us or not join us. I only care what the Lord tells me to do, which is to give you the truth. I would pray that you would come in. I would pray that you would come to the truth and come to the Lord.
Has the brother put his city or state in the
No,
comment yet?
because he's not here for that. He's not here for that. It's like we're on the podium downtown. Once I've realized that you're not here to learn, you're not here to do the things you say you're doing, I speak past you at that point. Because there are others that need to hear my voice, that need to get this. Battling is good only to edify those around you.
That's right.
To show that he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Right? That he doesn't have the truth. But it's never about him. He's made his mind up, which is why he's doing what he does. Right? But once you flip that switch to know that, now you can go, like, that's when you know you have the Lord or that you have the truth, is because you don't worry about it anymore. That's not what you're focused on. You're focused on, as Christ would say when he said, who is my mother? Who is my father? You're my mothers, my fathers, my brothers, and my sisters. Those that would hear the voice of the Lord and believe. You don't have time for those that would see you up on the cross, crucified, but try to act like your friend, scribes and Pharisees type people. You don't have time for those people that would pick Barabbas over you. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to cast your, as you say, your pearls to swine. It just doesn't make sense. What was that scripture again, Joel? 3 and 2? All right, yeah, Joel 3 and 2. And we'll end this chapter out. I think we got a little bit of ways.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Wait a minute. So do it just say that they have scattered my people and parted my lands? And we reading in Numbers about how the Lord told Moses to but we're reading here now that in these last trip. But yeah.
Your question again?
This verse that I pull in conjunction with the Lord telling Moses to divide the lands, but that goes right along with it, right? Yeah. That's what they did. They took our lands. Now we have a imposter in that land, and guess what? That imposter now wants to expand his land to what the Bible says. From the Euphrates to the what's the other river?
So like if I could, the Nile, I don't know.
No, it's not the
Nile.
Nile. It's the Euphrates to the maybe it's the Red. Is it the Red Sea? It's the Red Sea. Yeah. Now they're saying that's really what they're doing. That's really why they're in Iran. They're trying to expand that territory, and they're trying to usher in the Lord coming back, which is so psychotic that they would want to bring the Lord back. And we have the truth of the matter that they're going to be the ones destroyed. You know how psychotic you have to be to bring about your own destruction?
God.
That is wild. That is wild. All right. Let's just move on. I did 53, so we're 54, or are we in 53?
How does you got a pen?
Well, let me just. I'm gonna start 54 and go through 50. Well, what were we at?
I think we have 56.
Oh, okay. All right. 56 through 59. All right, in the Hebrew. Allah, Payah, Hagawal Ra, Takalak, Nakalathwa, Bayan, Rab, Lamat. Verse 57. Wallah, Pakwa Wadaya, Halawaya, Lamasha Pakatham, Lagarasha 1, Masha Pakath, Hagarasha Naya, Lakwahath, Masha Pakata, Salaki, Masha Pakath, Hakwahathaya, Lamarayira, Salaki, Lamari Raya, Masha Pakath, Hamaraya, verse 58. Allah, Masha Pakath, Lawaya, Masha Pakath, Halabanaya, Masha Pathak, Salaki, Masha Pakath, Hakabaraya, Masha Pakath, Hamakalaya, Masha Pakath, Hamawashaya, Masha Pakath, Hakwarakaya, Wakwahath, Hawalad, Oth, Amaram.
So this is the book of Numbers, chapter 26, verses 56 through 59. According to the lot shall the possession thereof be divided between many and few, and these are they that were numbered of the Levites after their families. Of Gershon, the family of the Gershonites. Of Kahath, the family of the Kohathites. Of Merari, the family of the Merarites. These are the families of the Levites, the family of the Libnites, the family of the Hebronites, the family of the Malites, the family of the Mushites, the family of the Korathites, and Kohath begat Amram. Verse 59, and the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram Aaron and Moses and Miriam their sister.
So now we know where Moses, Aaron, and Miriam come from. All right? It's important to have your pedigree. Even though ours was cut off through slavery and wiped out, you should start it back up. If you don't have it, you should start it back up. You should dig and see if you can go past slavery. A lot of our people can't go past slavery as far as the so-called black man. So-called Hispanics, I know y'all can go back to like Aztecs, Mayans, different things like that. Even though I don't know if they kept a record like
they
that.
kept records. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pedigree records and stuff like that. So, but then you ask the question of where they come before that. See, they like when we talk about so-called white man telling the history, he tells you a history up to a certain point.
Oh my God.
Where were the Aztecs before they were Aztecs? The Mayans before they were Mayans? Where were they before that? Did they just all of a sudden pop up one day? We know where they come from. They come from an Assyrian captivity. Before Assyrian captivity, they were the northern kingdom, right? Or did they, was the Greek captivity before the Assyrian captivity? I think it was. It wasn't? Okay.
Syrian captivity is recorded in the book of 2 Kings.
Okay, that's right. Calm. So I implore some people to get this book right here, the Apocrypha.
Don't have a Bible if you don't have it.
Right. The King James 16:11 Bible will have it already in there. Then you will find out when you read Ezra's how Aztecs and Mayans got over here. You know, why they were wearing fringes and different things. Why, when the conquistador, I forget what his name is, came over here and he had a Hebrew-speaking man on his ship, that the Montezinos? Okay, calm. When he came over and they got off that boat, they were greeted, and then the woman comes up to the Hebrew-speaking guy and identifies herself as being part of the tribe of Reuben in Hebrew. Why up in Ohio they have some of the oldest, Hebrew tablets up in Ohio?
The Decalogue stone.
Yeah. Well, why is Hebrew being spoke over here if we weren't here? You know what I'm saying? We have a rich history that we've been cut off from, and we know why. But anyway, and you know what? I'm a big proponent of not laying everything at the white man's feet. Why am I saying that? Because at the end of the day, he's doing his job. The reason we're in captivity and the reason we're scattered the way we are is because of our disobedience. That's just the truth of it. The reason the so-called white man has a severe punishment coming to him is because of the cruelty he's done to us, being our Lord and Master in this slavery. The way in which he did it. It wasn't enough that we were just slaves and that we were already doing all of his work. He had to be cruel and nasty and immoral about it. Rape our women, our little girls. Take the babies out of while we're out working, he taking the babies and tying them up and throwing them in the water to attract gators. That's in Florida. They even made little figurines to it. Shows a little baby splashing with the gator's mouth opening up. Yeah, no, it's diabolical. That's why they have the punishment coming to them the way that they do. And even the innocents of their people have that punishment coming to them as well. Because why? Why do we say well, they should be punished individually? I'm going to tell you why they shouldn't be punished individually. Just like we weren't punished individually. You didn't do anything to the Lord, did you? You didn't do anything to him. Officer Shah didn't do anything to the Lord. I didn't do anything to the Lord, but yet we're still in this captivity, right? But they have to be destroyed as a nation, even the ones that didn't do anything wrong. Why? Because you didn't do anything right at the same time. You didn't stop them. You're just as culpable if you were standing there while they hanging a brother from a tree. You're just as guilty. His blood is still on your hands. You'd be like, I didn't even want them to do it, but they were going to do something to me. Well, then you should have died for them too. You should have took that death. And the Lord would have blessed you. But you didn't. That's why we say you can't trust none of them. You can't trust none of them. Not a one. That's why Muhammad Ali said, if I got 1,000 snakes coming towards the door, and you tell me 100 of them are good snakes, am I supposed to let them all in and try to find 100? Or should I close the door and not let any of them in? So, it's the same thing. You don't trust any of them. Any of them. None of them. Bob Marley, no. Because he ain't us. He'll try to tell us he us. Think about all the people that love him. Our people, like, they love, like, some people will fight me if I say Bob Marley ain't us.
God.
Will fight me. That's some love, but won't fight for the Lord. Won't not, but they say they love the Lord though.
God.
We're like, oh look, Jesus. Jesus.
God got me.
But Bob Marley is a weed smoking, dread having white man. And they will fight harder for him if I talk about it. And I'm talking about Christians when I say this. Not talking about just somebody that loves to smoke weed. Somebody that loves to smoke weed and likes Bob Marley because he smokes weed and makes music for weed smokers, they're not gonna fight me.
Oh yeah.
They're docile. That's why weed is becoming legal now. They're finding out you can make the population docile. Up there in Denver, Colorado, or whatever case may be, they're not concerned. All of them fools walking around like zombies. Yeah, I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about you Christians. Yeah, the ones that be up in the church jumping, hooping, and hollering, talking in a language that ain't a language. It's baby dribble. The baby talks better than them. You see what I'm saying? He does. Because I ran into somebody like that the other day. That, hold on, because I'm really trying to ignore you, brother. I really am. I really am.
He's still there.
You're too tough, way too hard for anyone to stand against. Ain't nobody trying to fight you. You wouldn't believe how many fights I almost get into. The problem is I'm a little bit more seasoned nowadays. Listen, I'm 49 years old. I'm about to be 50. I ain't got time to be. I'm not losing my breath over y'all no more. We get in an argument, and I think it's about to come to fisticuffs. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you. This is gonna come down to a life or death situation. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. It's gonna come down. I am too old to be out here huffing and puffing.
Right.
I am. And YNs nowadays, they don't fight anyway.
Right.
So do I work out? I work out. Do I practice fighting? Yes, I do. Because I might get caught one day without my piece on me. You can run up in the school right now. I might have to fight you because I don't have it on me. But I got brothers around me now. I ain't got to fight by myself. You know what I'm saying? But you say, oh, I believe you fight people. That's all you are about, asserting your male dominance. No, I'm just acting like a man. Just a man. Why acting like a man is all of a sudden now aggressive?
If I can get Trooper Lahab Karash to read Exodus 15:3 for the brother online.
And I think after this, go ahead and close it. Close it out. Yeah, because I think it's been good, but it didn't make any. I wanted to finish this chapter, but.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name.
Okay, so we just got the spirit of our Lord. That's all.
Right.
That's right.
Now he's talking about if I work out, how much do I bench, brother? That shows how much you even know. People that go to the gym and do all of that, they're just trying to be walking statues. They're just trying to look good. Why do I say that? Why do I say you don't even know what you're talking about when you say how much do I bench? This shows the ignorance of people. Bodybuilders can't fight. They're just big. They're just big and muscular, and they look muscular. First of all, I don't even want to be that. I don't want to look like that. Walk around, I barely can. I gotta walk around myself, right? But that shows how much you know about fighting in the first place. Boxers don't. You don't see no big bodybuilder boxer. Matter of fact, what's that big black dude with the bald head? He played in he movie he played in was the Longest Yard, and then he also played with Michael Jai White one time. I can't. He went into kickboxing.
The late Kimbo Slice.
No, not Kimbo Slice.
Or Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp. Yeah. As big as Bob Sapp is, huge. Trash when it comes to fighting. Absolute trash. But brother, you ain't gotta believe me. You ain't gotta believe nothing I say. I tell you I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I've been a lover all my life. I love to have the mouthpiece. I love the chase. You know what I'm saying? I love to crack the code of a woman. That's just been me all my life. Have I had to fight? Yeah, I'm light skinned. I wake up in the morning, I gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm light skinned. So yeah, when you say I'm not a fighter, you're just a liar. I had to fight just off of default. So even in that, it's just like sometimes, like when I was young, when in my 20s, we'd go to the club and play the numbers game. Do anybody y'all know what the numbers game is? You holler at so many women, you're bound to get one, right? So if I'm light skinned and I'm being challenged at all, I'm gonna win one at least at some point. And because I've had so many fights, I get good at fighting. This dude's just a troll. He told you where he was from, but he's just a troll at the end of the day. You know, only thing you cracked is a can of soup. I have cracked a can of soup. I've been sick before. This dude is dumb. If I wanted to clap on you, I wish you was here because I'd embarrass you just with my mouthpiece. But anyway, any questions before we wrap up? Anybody? All right. I hope y'all have enjoyed this Sabbath service. We're gonna stand and do the prayers, and then we're gonna end this Sabbath service. So Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash. Ayah.
Shakah.
Yahweh. Malakuka.
Tazakah.
Ayah.
Ashah.
Baratiza. Kawah. Ayah. Bashamayim. Nathaniel. Lakam. Kal. Iwam. Wasalakno. Kawawabno. Kasalagno. Kawawabno. Wala. Dabiyanao. Nasawan. Abal. Hawashano. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Lakar. Amalakwa. Wa'ala. Wahataparat. Lawalam. Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. As it Salakia in earth, as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever so be
Forever so be it.
It's the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem.
Bahashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Yahushua. Nathaniel Nawab.
Nathaniel.
Hakak.
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 Lara Pa'a.
Lara Pa'a.
Kamaka'ala.
Kamaka'ala.
Wakama Dawa.
Wakama Dawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hatazamarayam.
Hamatazarayam.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La'akwiyam.
La'akwiyam.
Mathiam.
Mathiam.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Lagarashim.
Lagarashim.
Bahashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua. The water.
The water.
Amen.
Amen.
Prayer to the power in the English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
To cast them out in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
That concludes the Sabbath service. The water for everybody that attended. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Okay.
If you're looking for me, you can find me with a real step. We be outside getting active like it's field day. They say I'm the best, that ain't really what my bills say. I'ma keep turning up on rappers till it kills me. When I'm dead and gone, play this song at my funeral. That'll make it beautiful. Gon' bring the shooters through. 144, top 3 in REI come. Coming with that 88 Maverick, that's my top gun. Flyer than the pilot, you be quiet when your ops come. Then you talking loud, getting proud when the cops come. Homie, I will not run. I ain't got the stamina. I just zoom in, scope lens like a camera. Pop that. I ain't talking bottles, talking hollows, pistol compact. Boots, gloves, goggles, and we ready for that combat. Make you hit the floor like you searching for your contact. I'm you rappers' fathers, and I wonder where your mom at. You know what they all say, sprinkle them with hate. Now I'm feeling like I'm sorbet. Fake leather seats, it ain't butter, but it's parquet. Watching them bees smoke the nets at the Barclay. Hey. We ain't got no time for no peace. They wanna hit them niggas from the streets. Yeah, niggas from the streets.